Hello everyone, Scoops here, another episode of Detective Grimoire. I feel like this might be the last, but make no promises. So, I'm still trying to figure out, get everything here. Yeah, I'm missing a piece of the protest. I'm also missing a piece of the treehouse. I feel like I've clicked everything. Oh, what is this? I forgot that there's a lock on this.
I'm impressed someone managed to pick, and it's a cut piece.
I had a number. Where is it? I have it written down somewhere. Is it perhaps? No. 1934? Yes!
It's a journal. I guess it belongs to Echo. Bad news. Remington is dead. I don't know what to do. Was my whole protest in vain? They'll shut this place down, sure, but I'll never know if I got through to him. That's all he's written.
Interesting. That's suspicious because I thought he was my prime suspect. But apparently maybe not. Alright, so there's something else in this place that I can find.
I'm indoors.
But I can't find it.
I'm indoors. The tree comes straight even have. Okay, even I'll.
I can't seem to think.
A little like it make. I'm in. There's a book on it. Fascinating.
Oh.
I must take some time to read it.
Oh, interesting. So, I've got 100% of that thing. And for some reason I still haven't unlocked Agent Folders thing. So somebody has a clue. I'm assuming it's a person that has a clue that I just can't see. Okay, I need to talk to everyone. This might take a while. Exhaust every possible option. Nothing there. Nothing there. In the museum, maybe?
So,
Mr. Folder, you got nothing? And you got nothing. And that's everyone, right? I've talked to everybody. Folder say he lost something. So is there just a clue somewhere? But you'd think it would show up in the notes, right? Like if I go through all of these, there's no question marks anymore. Very suspicious. Very suspicious. I'm gonna go back to the swamp dock, see if this gentleman has anything to say.
Try and solve every suspect's challenge.
Yes, I know.
If you're struggling, don't forget to present profiles and clues to people who might be...
I've done everything.
Hurry up.
I've done everything. Alright, so... It might be worth going to go speak to the suspects again. When I look at...
So...
Agent Folder... He said he lost something, right? When you go to visit him. Did Folder say he lost something? I can't remember this. Okay, hold on.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I come and go. There's a...
Oh.
Of course.
Well.
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I doubt...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here.
Okay, so he lost a lockpick. And that's probably the last piece of the puzzle, right? But where would it be? Would it be somewhere in here? No, probably not.
This is the...
Probably not anywhere around here either.
It's Remington's, but I don't...
It's so suspicious.
I don't.
So suspicious. Maybe in the clearing somewhere?
There's a narrow path. It doesn't...
No. Protest, possibly?
I'm impressed, and
else?
There's...
No, nothing else in there. Dark corner. There is... in here...
There's a hollow part of...
It's too dark to see inside. There's nothing really I
Note
can
to
do
self?
about that, right? No, I don't think so.
Note to self?
Okay, maybe... something here? This looks
What's
like a thing.
this?
Oh my
There's
god!
a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds. I
Oh
just
my
have
god.
to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
Which vine to break? Okay, so... 3.
That's the one, but I wonder where this lockpick...
I know exactly where it came from. Lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in a strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office. Folder says this was his lockpick, but he lost it a while ago and had to buy a new one. Still, I am gonna go to him and talk about it.
So,
BAM!
something you found on the floor? Come back when I'm not so busy, alright?
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Alright, I found inside, I found near, I lost near, I was given by. So I'm assuming it's found near. It was definitely the murder weapon, has been there for years, might belong to Mr. Harper, might belong to Agent Folder. The lockpick I found near... where is it? Remington's body.
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
I'm getting so close. Here we go, last challenge.
I have a bone to pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies, go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
Present a clue, the lockpick.
Where did I find this again?
Outside
I
office.
found a lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You said Remington always carried a lockpick with him. You had already admitted to owning a lockpick and using it to open doors. You were at the scene of the crime yesterday, might know who dropped it.
You already admitted to owning one of these, and how you're ever so happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one. You left your lockpick by Remington's office yesterday. You let Remington borrow your lockpick before he died.
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Bam! Alright.
I think it's time I went to talk to Officer James.
The beginning of the end, chapter 4. Yes, here we go. Alright. So there's still some unknown thing about this. Okay, I want to get 100% in everything, so I'm going to go very quickly. I'll edit it all out. Quickly talk to everyone about this lockpick.
Let's see. First thing we did.
Here we go. It's the same swamp juice. It's always the same swamp juice.
And now we.
Always the
Got
same.
it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again.
So that means that we know all of it. Alright, here we go.
You finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I forgot all about him. I didn't find him.
I forgot all about him.
Oops. That's not really the point. Okay.
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I keep looking for him. This case can't be solved. I don't need to.
I don't need to.
Final chapter, Boggy's criminal record. Ooh, here we go.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo. If that's not Boggy, what is it?
That is costume.
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Because of the flippers.
How can you prove these don't...
Wait, would it be the gloves? What?
How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
How can I prove this? Am I stupid? His wind-up toy because he can't see his feet? No one really knows his feet, right?
How can you prove...
No, come on. What's happening?
How can you...
No, come on. Oh, this is sad. Folder's file, maybe?
How can you prove...
These don't belong to a real creature. I can't. Can I? Hold on. Am I stupid or what? This is embarrassing. Flower book?
How can you prove
No.
these... How can you...
Let's do everything.
How can you... How can you... How can you... How can you...
Nope.
How can you... How can you...
I've used everything.
How can you... What's this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
Oh, I didn't.
No
I forgot about
public
that.
records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They were just a product of these flippers. A
Yeah, the
part of
flippers.
the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do
Exactly.
you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
Here we go. Present a clue. Fireplace poker.
Prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
What? It's still slime, isn't it? Unless it's swamp juice.
This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me,
What is that exactly?
a poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer
Hot
broke
dog.
into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office. Bam! To make sure no one would eat at the cafe ever again. To make sure everyone in the swamp would be poisoned.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Final chapter. The murder. Oh, I'm so nervous if I'm gonna
I've
make this
been looking
wrong.
through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them?
Oops, what did I hit?
Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right.
Okay.
Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order.
Oh, I've done this so many times.
And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
Okay. Alright, so what would this be? Ripped off some curtains? No. Cries out in shock? No. Lands on the planks outside? No. Fires a hunting rifle? No. Grabs a metal poker? No. Opens Remington's door? Okay. What would that be? As the shock as Boggy appears. Blast. Fires his hunting rifle. Clang! Grabs the metal poker. Wait, no, that wouldn't be it. Oh, maybe it is. Yes. And then cries out in shock and falls backwards. Rips off the curtain. Lands on the planks.
I think that's it.
Yes. Culprit drops the metal poker.
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
What did happen to it? I can't remember. Was it in the headpiece?
Turns out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
No, no. I might have to
Well,
remember
that's
this.
my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Okay. So feet, gloves, leggings. Hello, I am the murderer.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
I never even
What
thought
does
about
this have to
that.
do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body.
Oops.
To soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
I don't know. I don't know.
But how? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
Oh, I don't even notice that. It is him.
I don't know what you want with
Oh,
me.
it's under the poncho.
Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you.
Oop, worked it out. We had his rifle on him.
He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Boggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
Maybe. Okay, can't be proof that. Leads me to believe was framed because forgot to tell me that. Was eaten by Boggy, was Boggy in disguise, was here to hunt Boggy, was stolen by Boggy. Okay. What could we say? Fireplace poker leads me to believe that Richard Remington. I don't know. Boggy in disguise, we're here to hunt Boggy. No, was stolen by Boggy. Okay, wait, hold on. Could you say that the hunting photo leads me to believe that Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy, maybe?
The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunter and the hunted.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
But he's not a killer. You didn't have the right. How can you know what Boggy wanted?
But he's not a killer. You're the one who... You're...
Detective.
Little girl.
You. It's
It's finished. Oh, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
You're right. It doesn't make any difference. It makes a difference.
You're right. It doesn't make any difference.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait! He's making a breakaway. Ah. Oh my god, it's Boggy! Oh my goodness.
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Hey! Woo! Oh, that was awesome. I had so much fun with that. Ah, that was so good. Oh my god, it's so fast.
Grimoire.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And, well, we agree with you. But I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Yeah! Woo! I'm excited for that sequel. Wicked. Man, I had a lot of fun. I know you guys did too. Such a good game. Anyway, yeah, I guess that'll be it for me today. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Goodbye.